All right, and we are live. What's going on, guys? It's your boy, the Austin Chewy, and welcome back to the channel. So, really quick before we get started, um, if you want to be entered for the giveaway, once I reach 1,000 subscribers on here, just message me on Instagram, selling options, right? And then once you do that, you'll be entered for the giveaway. You see, you guys are actually here, but 1 second. Okay, it's just to make sure that you guys actually are entered into the giveaway. But next up. All that I ask for you guys to do is make sure you guys like, subscribe, and then just keep watching the YouTube channel. And then obviously let's just take a look at how the portfolio did this week. So this week was a rough one, to be honest with you guys, because let's just take a look at how we did. So um, we'll just skip that day. The 1 week we're down $764 because take a look at this. I was at like 190K ish, and then my stocks dropped down just like in 1 day, like 13K. And not gonna lie, I was kind of scared, but Enphase tanked right here, right? Because their earnings weren't so good, but they actually came back up, and then I bought some more shares of Enphase. So Enphase is right here. So right now I'm losing $860, unfortunately. But on that day's return, it was $1,900 to like the downside. So I was like, yeah, that hurt a little bit because, like I said, 190 down to 177, and then the next day, like it came back up super quick. But thankfully, Palantir carried me that day. Enphase was the one that really like took down this portfolio, and then everything else was pretty much like all right. But Enphase really like took down my portfolio because I was up like 3K, and then all of a sudden it was down like 2 point something K. That's why it tanked a lot. But all right, moving on. And then for the 1 month, we are up 10.1K. For the 3 months, we're up 26.5K basically. Year to date, 26.6K. For the 1 year, 24.7K. And then for the all time, 18.8K. And then, as you guys can see, like I always say, the past basically 3 months have been where all the gains have been coming through. Actually, it's only been 2 months because I was doing like a little bit of trading right here, but I didn't have that much money in this account. But thankfully, I learned how to sell calls and puts and do credit spreads. Can we see the all time? You already did. What's up, Oscar? But let me know how you guys were doing in the market this past week, because like I said, for me it was a wild ride. And then I know for like, we'll take a look at the QQQ really quick, but the Qs, they they had a lot of volatility too. Like, they at least came up back to like their not all time highs, but like where they were at the previous day. Because like we'll call it 384, and then it almost went back up to 384. But it looks like um, hopefully the market doesn't come back down because I don't want it to right now. Because I think I'm pretty much like I have all of the shares that I want for all of these companies. Like I wish I had more Palantir because the stock ran up a ton that last day, like 2.2K in just 1 day, and then yeah, the stock just absolutely did crazy. And then PayPal, um, how was it on PayPal? That one wasn't that bad. Um, but yeah, there. Oh, I pressed the wrong one. There we go. Turtle return. And then I sold out of all of my um, sell puts that I had just because the only one that I didn't sell out of was Coinbase, but I'm actually going to sell out of it on Monday because Coinbase has their earnings on Wednesday, I think it is. So I'm going to get out of their earnings, get out on Monday, so then I don't get into their earnings just in case they do tank. But I don't expect them to tank, but I'd rather just be safe and then just make sure that I don't ride that boy down. And then same thing with Riot. I don't know when Riot earnings date. I don't know when they do their earnings, so the 21st. So I still have quite a bit, like a couple of weeks until Riot actually does their earnings, so I should be all good. But there are a couple of stocks that are doing their earnings that are up and coming, like PayPal's. I think it's this upcoming week. I'm kind of scared for that one as well. Target, the same thing. Truist, they already did it. These two, they have already done their what's it called? Their earnings, but now I'm just waiting on these three. Uh, Gonna be kind of scary, but hopefully my portfolio does not tank. And then I do have thankfully, the one thing that did save me was I was selling calls on Enphase, and I think I got like $900 back on the Enphase selling calls. So thankfully, those did save me. Um, and then I have these PayPal sell calls or covered calls. Same thing with Target, Palantir, and then Target. I have these long calls, just because I really, I really think PayPal could keep going up. So as long as the stock keeps going up, this is using leverage. So hopefully, um, PayPal will keep going up. So then I can make more money, which is the name of the game. But um, I haven't really. So I should be tracking my wheel money, my how much I've been making in premiums or how much I've been losing. But I did get out of a lot of these, so maybe I'll delete these. I'll probably do this on a later date. But yeah, guys, this premium probably went down quite a bit, so I should probably be at like 5K instead of like the 7K. Because I did, like I said, I did sell out of a bunch of positions that I did have just because I really don't know what the market was going to do on Thursday. That was going to tank, so I was like, I better get out of these bad boys before they keep going down. Like I sold out of Riot, Marathon, Alibaba, and I think those were the only three companies that I had that I was selling puts on. Um, but guys, do you guys have any more questions, comments, concerns, or anything? I know this is a pretty fast live, but obviously the market is close, so I don't really have anything to talk about. Let me know if there's anything that you guys want me to teach you guys about, or anything that you guys don't understand about the stock market. And let me just take this out, and then obviously don't forget to like and then subscribe to the YouTube channel. Oh, where is it? We want to see the all time. I already showed it, but here you go. 18.7K, and then all of it has basically been made the past 2 months. Um, but yeah, and then one more question. Where do you get your news from? I honestly, this is gonna sound kind of funny, but I just search up stock market news, and then usually whenever something does pop up, it'll just pop up on here. But this one right here, at first I didn't know why the market was selling off on. I think it was on Thursday, and then I searched up like stock market news, and then it popped up that something about what's it called? Japan might not be like doing our bonds anymore. So I was like, oh shoot. When did you start, and how much did you start off with? So, like with investing in general, I started off with zero, like everyone else. But I think I put in $500 my first investment, and it was just I think it was into the SPY. But yeah, that's how much I started off with, $500. But on this account specifically, it shows you right here. So this account I started off with like 158K. Well, actually, it was 160 at first, but then I took out a couple thousand just to. I'm a newbie at options. I'm only buying calls and puts. LOL. Do you recommend? Honestly, I would say no unless you have like what's it called? Either like a trading view or you can use Webull. It's free, right? So Webull.com. I've been actually using their. So come over here to web trading, and then let me just type this in. And then what I've been using just this. So like let's say you were doing the QQQ. So this is like the QQQ, but it's triple leveraged. So this is if it goes up 1%, this one will go up by 3%. But yeah, this is what I've been using, to be honest with you. And so far I've been loving it. Um, like for me, I like doing the 1 minute candlesticks. And for me, this is like easier to use than Robinhood. So I use so like I'll have this one on the first tab, and then I'll have a Robinhood tab open, and then I would have another Robinhood tab open. But that's obviously when I am doing a little bit of trading, uh, but yeah, buy 130K 0 DT. I'll buy. Nah, dude, I'm good. Okay, you were just kidding. Do you mostly invest based off of news or technical analysis? I want to learn options. I don't do either, dude, to be honest with you. So like for me, whenever I sell calls or puts, it's usually on stocks that I want to own. So like I actually do want to own, where is it, Riot? Not at $17. If I could get it at like maybe like $12 or 12 to like $15 would be optimal. But the great thing about options is that you actually have options. So what I could do is I can roll this option because I already have this option right here at $17. So I'm selling this put. So as long as it stays above $17 and above, I will be all good. I'll get to keep all the premium and I'll get my money back. But let's say it does drop below 17, I can do the 1650 sell put, and then I would be getting $210 in premium. But that's because I have 10 contracts, and I would just have to pay the difference of these two, and then I would be getting that $210 in net credit. But yeah, like I said, thankfully with options you have options, so you can roll, or you can buy to close them if you like underneath them. So like there was this one time where I actually did have to close this PayPal covered call, and that's because I think PayPal was at like $72, and then it like jumped up to 75, and then my covered calls were underwater, so I had to like I had to buy to close those, and then I had to open new ones. Unfortunately, with that one, I didn't wait it out, and it actually like dropped back down a little bit. So sometimes it it's better just to wait, but not gonna lie, the market was going up quite a bit that day, so I was like, oh shoot, what's going on? And I didn't want to lose my shares because I think it was my covered call was gonna expire like in 1 or 2 more days, so I was like, I better hurry up and do this now before it gets called away from me. But like I said, I don't invest off news or um, TA. Like I said, I do use like, because with Weeble you can see their their charts and everything. So I really like Weebles, and then I've been I've been trying to learn like charting a little bit because like I've been trying to learn um sup- supply and demand, and then when a call doesn't go URE. Yeah, dude. Whenever something doesn't go like with what I wanted to do, I close it out immediately as soon as possible. But yeah, this is honestly my favorite one. So I would say use Weeble and then Robinhood both, like use them both together um because so far it's been working for me, and thankfully I did do my first day trade, and I made like $120, but I did put up like I don't know how much it was, like 10K. So I did make like a 1% return, which is pretty good, I would say. Not the best, but hey, I'll take it. But I think it was probably just more luck. So I am going to do more research on it just to make sure that um just so I can learn from other people who are doing this at a higher level than me. But all right, guys, any more questions, comments, or anything before I go? And then this is how the portfolio did on Friday. Because I did miss an update yesterday, so yeah, this is how the portfolio was looking like yesterday. Honestly, it could have been worse because, like I said, look at this big drop off right here, 189 to 177. Thanks, man. You're welcome. And like I said, tomorrow I'll be live again to answer whatever questions you guys have. But all right, guys, peace out, and I will see you guys later. Thank you guys so much for watching.